Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back once again. Welcome back to my live video stream of the Walking Dead tonight, in our second of our 6 bonus episodes. It's season 10, episode 18, entitled "Find Me." And so, to give you a heads up, hi, Corrine. There's going to be a lot of yelling and a lot of swearing, so bear with me. So just to give you a heads up, you're welcome to join me, because this is an episode that we are not looking forward to, but it may have some positive stuff and some negative. Where are you, girl? I'm right here. Yeah, so we're gonna find out tonight. So hey, Haley. Oh, there's Doggo walking away. Hey. Ooh. Okay, Daryl. Okay, he's fixing up the. Hi, Brian. Hi, Haley. What's the matter, Daryl? You can't even start your damn bike? Ooh. It is. They are in game. Carol, is that the map of finding Rick? Or whoever? Hi, Wolf. Do you? Yeah. So what? You follow me out here. But he's following anybody. Yeah, Carol wants to hunt, Daryl. All right, now the game is getting started. Oh, Carol kissed Daryl's shoulder. There goes Doggo. Whoa, great beginning. Okay, now I have to tonight's episode is going to be a very emotional episode, so bear with us all, because it's the second of the bonus episodes, season 10, episode 18. It's called Find Me, and have to warn you once again, there, heads up, there's going to be I'll be doing a lot of yelling and a lot of swearing. So whatever you do right now, we're going to go into a commercial. We're going to be able to handle this. We know, we believe in Carol. Carol is end game, and I believe it. And so whatever you do right now, I want you you can grab a drink, grab a snack, grab something to eat. You can turn off your phones, make sure there's no interruptions, and let's have a chat. And then following that, we're going to watch The Talking Dead talking about the episode Find Me, and we can have an open discussion on what the episode is and what is going on. So, yep, she sure is. Yeah, well, last night I was pretty bored, so I watched Find Me last night on my lemon chicken soup. That sounds delicious. I'm having I'm having broccoli cheddar soup. And so I watched it. So I practiced. So I did some practicing on the annoying when's the right time to start yelling and start, you know. But Mm-hmm. Okay, so don't wear like when I saw like the previews of it when they put up some of the spoilers on Twitter after they. Oh, here we go. We'll talk about this later. Oh, there they go hunting in the woods. Oh, doggy love Carol. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh, nice. Mm-hmm. Mm. You had a kids' meal, fish sticks and fries? Ugh, doesn't look like you're having venison tonight. Oh dear. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay, now they're walking. Oh, oh, Carol got a foot cramp. The, oh, come on. Carol, ask your sweet guest Daryl for a foot. Give Carol a foot rub or something like that. Jesus. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here. Here. Take a shot. Mm-hmm. Oh, go. Oh, yeah, disaster. Disaster? I don't think so. Nice catch, Carol. Hmm. Doggy, want some fish? Yeah, Daryl. Carol filleted a fish before. She did a lot of cooking in the prison. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Then things start to get interesting. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Keto ice cream and diet cherry Coke? Mm. Oh no. You guys are right. This is a Carol episode. Like I saw some things like when we read like the spoilers, like we saw that really gave an uproar. They were very misleading, and so they decided let's just watch the show and see if it's true or not. So from now on, whenever you see like spoilers, don't don't take the bait. Okay, here we go. Oh, doggy. Oh. Oh, here they go hunting down. Oh, don't tell me. The cabin. Oh my God. That's when his Daryl's past, how he got dog comes to life. uh, oh my God. Oh, there she is. Miss Carol with a Clairol hairstyle. With yeah. Oh, hi Sam, how you doing? Oh boy. Okay, so far. Now that's when the storm starts to come. Mm-hmm. 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 Hey Lee. Mm-hmm. Where's Jane? Jane coming? Well, so far we're taking it really well. Well, thank God the episode is finally here, so we can just hmm. Oh, okay. That's fine. Actually, I'm having some broccoli cheddar soup with a buttermilk biscuit, and I'm drinking a San Pellegrino Italian soda, sparkling pomegranate, and orange beverage. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 I just want to watch this one and move on from here. Yep. Don't we all? Like, it's not going to be that bad. Like, mm-hmm. 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 He was cute. He was cute with Carol, but mostly he was pretty grumpy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So far, so good. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, they were. They were an exaggeration. That's what people like to do. They love to exaggerate spoilers. Yeah, she did. Mm-hmm. Like we all know, this happened when back during the time jump when Carol was still married to Ezekiel and Henry was still alive and Daryl was out looking for Rick. And I think it's mostly the story of how he got the dog. Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree. Expect the unexpected. Yep. Okay, we're back. What the? Hey, Daryl, what are you looking at, boy? Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, don't tell me flashbacks. Yeah, I feel bad for him too. $5 years ago? Okay, 5 years ago. That's when Daryl started looking for Rick. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Puppy! Doggy's a puppy! Aww. Aww. Puppy love. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, that's when Daryl started. That's the map where he was looking for Rick. Mm-hmm. 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 Carol.
Sure. Doesn't matter. I don't know. Things are just different. I don't know. Harder to talk, harder to trade. Maggie lets them talk. She took Herschel and Georgie. Wow. She's on her own journey now.
Oh. Mm. She is sad.
How's the son? How's the kids? I don't know. Daryl's giving more time. She ain't ready yet. Daryl, it's been 2 years. How long do you think to stay out here?
Oh.
I don't know. As long as it takes, I guess. If they turn up?
She does look beautiful. I can tell Carol's not very unhappy that she's apart from the river. Hmm.
I should go. It's a storm coming.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Careful.
Mm-hmm. I'm eating a broccoli cheddar soup that I made. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, oh, a boat. So that's where he got the boat. Mm-hmm. Yep. Ooh. Oh my God. Dead body? I don't know if it's dead. Oh, it's alive. Oh, I don't want to go with my knife. You're just a skull, so I'm banging your head with you. Oh, poor Daryl. He's alone in the storm. Oh no, Rick's map. No. Uh, mhm. Oh my God. Daryl's trapped. Oh, Daryl. Oh, Rick's map is getting ruined. No. Oh shit. Ah! Daryl's letting it out. You see, he's not screaming for Leah. He's screaming for the map of Rick, to find Rick. Oh, poor guy. Mm-hmm. What's Daryl happy about? Oh, now he feels the rain. Mm-hmm. Okay. One year later. Yeah, wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's the dog. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, this is where we meet her. Oh! Daryl, get out! Get out! Yeah, he's leaving. Yes, he is, you bitch. Yes, he is. Oh boy. Wow. That was unbelievable. And now we have Leah. So I was wondering, after you finish this episode tonight, like, does any of you trust her? Do you think Leah's has some so far? Yeah, we like the episode so far, but Leah is iffy. Like, never new people, you gotta be careful because you don't know who to trust because she may be an antagonist. She might be with the one of the Reapers or in a new family or something like that. Mm-hmm. So we don't know what part Leia's gonna have in season 11. So mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Long story with hints. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I ship Leah and Death. Mhm. Mhm. Gigi, that's a good one. They should ask on AM. They asked the question on AMC, what should Leah name her shotgun? Some people say gun or something like that. I called it home wrecker. Yeah, because she is I think Leah's a home wrecker. Mm-hmm. 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 I wish Rayon was here. I've been calling the ship diarrhea. Carol still had one more boyfriend than Daryl had girlfriends. Yeah, I agree with you. She had Ed, she had Tobin, and Ezekiel. Mm-hmm. 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 Be that important because the spinoff is a Daryl and Carol and Daryl one. Carol and Daryl, not Daryl and Leah. Thank you. Yep, I agree. Ed was a huge mistake. Yeah, Ed was a prick. Didn't care about anybody but himself. Thea. Good. But she never loved Zeke or Tobin. We aren't even including Ed. Yeah, because he didn't know what love is. Thea. He was a waste of space. Here we go. Okay, Daryl looking out the window. Oh, doggy. Uh-oh. Doggy. Puppy. Okay, now you're looking through the board on the floor. Carol found the letter, found the note. Hmm. Oh. Yeah, you didn't tell her everything, Daryl. Yep. Oh, come now. Now she's tying him up. There's Dougie. Yeah. I agree with you, Haley. All right. Oh. Oh, there's a picture of Leia and a kid. Here's, oh yeah, bad idea. Yeah. Yeah, we don't know anything about you too, bitch, but not, and we don't want to. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, home wrecker. Yes, I agree. Drop the gun, bitch. Yep, that's where. Okay, now here's the knife. Now you're letting him go. Good girl. Yeah, she is. Yeah, Daryl, get out. You don't want to know. Okay. 6 months later. Oh, how did he get the cut on his eye? Oh. Doggy. Mm-hmm.
Thanks for bringing it back.
Oh.
He likes you.
That's why.
Tell me your name. What it is?
Yeah, dog. It was, yeah, I guess, Wolf, you were right. This is about she was dog's owner.
You got the the deal there. It's not for everyone, you know. Living out in the wild, facing the dead.
Guess it'll catch up to all of us.
Yeah.
What makes you let it?
Won't go.
Yep, keep walking.
Be careful. Dog, inside here.
And here we go again. 8 months later. This is really screwed up. Oh, he's got some wood. Oh, walkers. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh. Oh boy. Sort of odd. Awkward. Now you can run. Yeah. Yeah, bitch, stay away from his camp. Yeah, now you tell him your name, bitch. Oh boy. So far, this is so awkward, man. I'm gonna read some tweets. Okay. The Walking Dead world says the parallels: Daryl Lee times Enid and Carl. Hello. Well, at least she didn't touch his hand. They didn't even kiss her. Undead Walking said, I just love that we are getting to see what Daryl was up to during the time jump. I hate seeing how much he is struggling with his emotions, though. Yeah, she is annoying. Katya Salazar says, Leah named dog. Are you kidding? We gave shit to Daryl for this? LMAO. Walking Dead World says, very few people can make Daryl smile like this. The reveal of dog's name sure brought him joy, though. Yeah. Okay. Kirsten says, okay, I'm really into seeing the fall foliage on this episode. The Walking Dead World says, if there's one thing Angela Kang loves, it's a time jump. Yeah. The Walking Dead fan page says, Daryl was out there searching for Rick for years. That's what he did. Oh, yeah, he will soon. Gia said, Carol being all cute and adorable when she speared that fish is the best moment in the episode. Yeah. Free from the cocoon, hashtag Team Carol says, this river dividing Daryl and Carol seems very symbolic. What a beautiful shot. Elias says, the scenery in this episode is damn beautiful. It is beautiful. I love the scenery of the show, of the episode. It was very beautiful. We'll have to wait and see. Mrs. G says, Daryl, it's been 2 years. Who gives a shit? Does grief have an expiration date? Dumbass, asking for Michelle, Maggie, and Daryl? Get the fuck out here, Carol. Come on. Oh, that was cruel. Oh, shut up about Carol. I think I just read a Carol hater here. I'm going to disregard that. Okay, The Walking Dead World says, yeah, he is a bit off. Me trying to figure out the timeline of events this episode with all the time jumps. Yeah. It's like is trying to remember everything, and ooh, it was like it's like John Nash was doing in A Beautiful Mind. Like when Russell Crowe was in A Beautiful Mind, how he tries to analyze like he's a genius and all that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kirsten says, real friends see right through you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he sure did. The Walking Dead World says, reminder that Michonne was out looking for Rick along the river while pregnant with RJ. It was seeing how dedicated Daryl was to keeping the search. Okay, we're back. 3 months later? Yeah, here, bitch, have a fish. Yeah. Yeah. Shut up. Yeah. Now go, Daryl. Go before she traps you. Continuing, it was seen how dedicated Daryl was to keeping the search for Rick alive that gave her the relief to step back and stay at Alexandria. She put her trust in Daryl to find him. Okay. Oh, hey. Now you need to throw back. Yeah, Leah. Yeah.
You always throwing stuff at me. I was trying to be nice.
I don't need you to be nice. I don't need you to be anything. I want to be left the hell alone.
Yeah. Leave her alone.
While you
And leave him alone.
Then I won't come around again.
good.
Yeah.
Bye.
Huh.
Keep going.
Well, keep going, bitch.
I am.
I get it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Being out here by yourself.
You've been out here alone for a long time too.
Mm.
Lost track a long time ago.
It's Frostnet.
I had it before, it ain't no big deal.
No big deal if you lose a couple fingers or a whole hand.
Mm. Oh. Daryl's asleep. Oh, Leah. Oh, his picture broke. Yeah, Daryl, just leave the wench alone and run to Carol.
It's his birthday.
Oh, here we go. Leah's sob story. Hmm.
I didn't have a family growing up.
Hmm.
But I'm a good kind of way. So I knew I'd have to find my own family. And I found that with my squad. We fought side by side for years. When the world went to hell, we swore to stay together, to fight together. They had me hope. I tried to give that to myself.
Really? Oh, come on. Oh, this is going to be one long, dull, boring story. Bring out the popcorn.
He was born to my sister.
Oh, cry me a river.
I lost her.
Popcorn.
He was born. He's gone.
Enjoying some popcorn here? Yeah. What's the point? So she's not her real sister. Yeah. Mhm. 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 Oh, that's where her son is buried.
I am Matthew Tide.
Oh. Okay, we don't want to hear it.
She was pregnant.
Ugh. Oh.
The dad came from all sides. There was so screaming and smoke.
Oh, come on. We don't want to hear it. Blah, 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 blah. Cry me a river. Why don't you turn off Niagara Falls?
It felt like it ran forever. And I ended up here. And Soma was bit.
Hmm. Yeah.
I said goodbye to him the same day Dog was born.
So that's how she got the dog.
So I'm
Big deal. He loves Daryl more than you.
not so you came along.
Oh, yeah. Blah. Oh. Hello. You're just temporary. You're just a rebound.
Who's you?
My brother.
He's not talking about Merle. He's talking about Rick. Yeah, Rick is Daryl's brother. Not by blood, but
From the body.
Think he's still out there.
uh-huh.
But I'm not gonna stop till I find out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for Leah. Mhm. Oh, okay.
First time.
Oh, copying Carol's moves, won't you?
Lucky shot.
Uh-huh.
Let's get another one.
What?
Hmm. Oh, give me a break. Oh, clips. I don't want to know. Oh, God. This is sickening. Oh, gross. Oh. Well, at least she held out her hand. Well, at least we didn't see anything. They weren't cuddled up a blanket. 10 months later? Oh, come on now. That's when things start to go south.
You ain't gonna talk to me.
She is. She's sad and lonely. Yeah.
It's only gonna be for a few days.
Bullshit.
Where do you belong, Daryl?
Now you're getting it now.
Looking for your dead brother day after day after day? Or do you belong with the family you left? Because it was too hard to face what happened? Or do you belong here with me?
No. Yeah, he already, but you do know, Daryl, you belong with Carol, not her.
Now choose.
No, don't make him choose. Meh, hinted. Yeah, do you think they did it? Ha ha. Unbelievable. Now she is a toxic bitch. Leah is a toxic bitch. That's what I think. If raise your hand if you think Leah is a toxic bitch, put up your hand. I think Daryl is drawn to Leah because her story is very similar to Carol. It's the similarities of Carol he's drawn to. Okay, I'm gonna read some more tweets. Sarah says, I love Daryl and Carol so much. AMC Plus says, just because we feel like there should be more dog content. And I agree. The Walking Dead on AMC says, this is everything. I didn't say with Daryl, Carol helping on Daryl. Spike says, I didn't say you could come. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I just followed a new, her name is Little Miss Anthropy. Yeah, and her name is Kelly Kearney, and she is a diehard caroler, and she has some points. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 9 Lives Remember says, uh-huh. Yep. It is worth remembering that Carol Peltier is the queen of the apocalypse who doesn't agree breathes. I stand with Carol. Don Glenn says, only if you let it. Lee's resilience is something Daryl is trying to pass on to Carol. Not the only time in this episode we see Carol and Daryl swap places. Carol now is Daryl then. The Walking Dead on AMC says, we love seeing Daryl refer to Rick as his brother. Valentina says, I'm standing here because I'm tired of Carol going through all hell over and over again. She's not being able to grieve, to get away from places, people that remind her of loss, because be told that she's running away. Amen. Silver Shanna says, I still can't get over how gorgeous and meaningful this shot was. Worthy of the ship. Worthy of the ship. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Rose says, well, Daryl's no longer a virgin. But we don't know. Bling Sling Girl says, so this timeline doesn't seem to add up. Seems like Daryl is two-timing both Leah and Connie. Duh. Don Glenn says, Carol gently encouraging Daryl to come home regularly. Leah makes an ultimatum. Do Daryl and Leah understand each other as much as they think they did? Mm-hmm. 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 Marietta says, Daryl is a slow mover, but this is overkill. Yeah. Walking Jen says, I really did not expect to have to do math tonight. 5 years ago, 1 year later, 6 months later, plus 8 months later. Hello, this is very confusing. Oh, yeah, right. Mhm. Okay, now the conclusion of Find Me. Mhm. There's Carol again.
See you too.
Mhm. Hmm.
So,
I was gonna ask you the same thing. Does this mean you're coming back?
nah, smoking. It's gonna be dead around here.
Hmm.
Here. Just couldn't stand the thought of you wearing that radio thing anymore.
That's only why you really can.
Can I bring a friend a gift? I came because I wanted to tell you that it might be a while before I come back.
Okay.
Things are really tough at the king.
Obviously.
You asked for my permission.
Hmm.
You need to ask my permission.
Look at Carol. She's miserable. She's unhappy.
You want me to move on with mine.
I want you to find some peace. I don't want to lose you out here, okay? I don't want to lose you because you can't figure out when to stop.
Bingo.
I'm glad you found your peace.
Hmm.
You ain't gonna lose me. I just got stuff to do.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Oh no, wait a minute. I just want you to see Daryl being with Lee is any different than Carol being with Tobin and Zeke. It's just convenience, not end game. Their paths in the end will match up. Just a few bumps on the way. Oh no, what? She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. Yep. I'm leaving and I'm never coming back. Now, no, doggy belongs to you, Daryl. Don't worry, when Leo gets back, I bet there'll be a custody battle over the dog. What is he writing? I belong with you. Find me? Oh God. But she didn't find the note. She didn't find it. Carol did. Oh. All right. Mm-hmm. He's right where he belongs. Oh. Mm-hmm. Who cares? I would love to see that.
Just left.
What?
It's not an accusation.
Nah. I walked away.
Didn't walk away, Daryl.
Down by that river.
Thinking that every time you lose someone it's because of you, something you did wrong.
I made a mistake.
No, you didn't.
Losing Leah, that's not on you. Neither is Rick.
Oh, we're going to bring that up again?
No, that's on you.
No, it's not.
You never know.
It was an accident. It's all Alpha's fault.
But I'm not sorry for going after the horde, and I'm not sorry for making him pay for killing him because I was right.
You were right, Carol. You are right, Carol.
anyone else, is it? Why don't you just say what you want to say?
Yeah, Daryl, say it for once in your life.
You shouldn't have gone.
Wanted to help.
No, you wanted to run.
Oh, come on.
So you ran.
What?
Alexandria, what the skins did, couldn't deal with the guilt. So you made it my problem.
Your only problem is thinking you have to save everybody. I don't need a savior, Daryl, and I don't need a martyr. I just need a friend.
Friends don't have the same damn conversation.
Oh, come on.
Over it.
Here we go again.
This is new to me.
It's what's been happening. I'm sick of it.
Well, then you should have just let me get back on the boat.
Oh,
I should have.
that was cruel.
I stopped you from running. And I shouldn't have. I'm gonna run. Run.
How could you do this to her, Daryl?
I won't stop you this time.
Oh, she's crying.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or let's run out, you and me.
Uh,
It's gonna be dark soon.
yeah. Good going. Fix the damn door while Daryl, you're out there sulking like a little boy. It is hard. Well, the fight wasn't that too bad. Huh. Man, we got through this episode, and it wasn't bad as we thought it would be. But eventually, come out of his mouth. I agree with you, Jane. But now we're gonna go to Talking Dead, and we're gonna have a discussion. Yeah, she is your queen, Daryl. But eventually, some like it was expected. There was just some. I don't know if we'll ever see Lee again. Now it's time for Talking Dead. We're gonna have an open discussion. Okay.
Hello and welcome to another Talking Dead Home Edition. This week we saw Carol and Daryl's friendship that seemed to be a little strained. We learned through a series of flashbacks the origin story of Dog, plus the bombshell reveal that Daryl had this very powerful secret relationship with the new character Leah, all while he was living on his own in search of Rick. But all this leads to more questions, like what happened to Leah? Is she still alive? Where did she go? And what is the status of Daryl and Carol's friendship? We have interviews with the executive producers, some inside info from tonight's episode that you can't get anywhere else, plus the exclusive sneak peek of next week's all-new episode of The Walking Dead. My guests tonight, Melissa McBride, a.k.a. Carol, Lynn Collins, who plays Leah, and co-executive producer and the writer of tonight's episode, Nicole Morante Matthews. I am Chris Hardwick, and this is Talking Dead Home Edition.
Yep. Okay, now we're gonna talk. Okay, bite you to yeah. This episode's Yay, here we are.
We're our own audience now. This is how
A female audience.
We still 100 people. Notice us. The conversation's just beginning. We want to hear from you. Tweet us or hit us up on Instagram at ANC Talking Dead, or go to Talking Dead's Facebook page. Please say hello to my guests, Melissa McBride, Lynn Collins, and Nicole Morante Matthews. Lynn, welcome. Welcome to your inaugural Talking Dead from your inaugural Walking Dead episode. I heard you were actually a fan of The Walking Dead before you got the job. So how was it for you seeing it for the first time? You're in the show now.
It's so surreal. I had this moment where I was like, did I manifest this when I was watching like season 3 and 4?
Well, at least your hair's not red anymore, brown anymore.
Thinking to myself as an actor, like, what would it be like to be working with these people? So to be able to like dip into this ensemble and go head to head, it's like such a huge gift. Huge.
Can you talk a little bit about this Walking Dead presence that you have manifested? The first scene between Leah meeting Daryl. Can you talk about that scene a little bit?
Yeah, we meet. I'm a fan, so I'm going to talk like I'm a fan. We
Absolutely.
meet Leah, and she is kind of like a rabid dog. I mean, she's been alone for years and has had massive trauma, like everyone in this world. And when her and Daryl meet, she has no idea, like, what is this? Who is this? What is the threat level? You know, what's it going to be? And I think we really see her from the get at her absolute worst, but also at her fiercest and strongest.
Mm-hmm.
Because she has to protect herself. I mean, isn't that the priority? Like, everyone is, you have to protect yourself. You have to stay alive, or you become the dead.
Very well put. That's exactly what happens. And you don't know who this person is who's coming in. You know, like you obviously Leah's been conditioned to not trust anyone. Rhea Furtado on Twitter wants to know, Melissa, as a fan, what do you think of Daryl and Leah's relationship? Oh.
Ooh.
So mysterious.
Uh-huh.
I think it's a wonderful element, a real pivotal point for Daryl's storyline, and just kind of pops out of nowhere for us, the fans. And I think it's cute too.
Cute.
You know, one of my favorite parts, one of my favorite scenes between you were inside the cabin and Daryl came to. It was kind of like an attempt at a first date, and he brings like this dead fish.
Yeah. Yeah. Throwing a fish. How romantic. Not.
And then he leaves dejected because you don't even come to the door. But I don't know. You know, I'm curious. As a fan, I want to know what happened to her.
Yeah.
Because there's a second when he sees what looks like a grave marking in the back, and then you go, oh, okay, well, and then you realize, oh no, that wasn't her. So she's got to still be out there somewhere. But I think it's also just suggestive of when we watch the show, we just kind of think we have all the information for all the characters, and we sometimes forget. No, there are these like massive time gaps where things have happened, and we have no idea what happened. It's never explained where Dog came from. So now we get to see that. And I'd love to talk to Nicole. First of all, welcome to the show, Nicole. And for fans who aren't familiar with you, you joined The Walking Dead in season 10. Nicole's responsible for writing the flashback episode where Alpha and Beta first meet, and the episode where Negan kills Alpha, which is an incredible episode. And she wrote tonight's episode called Find Me. So, Nicole, from a story perspective, why was it important to introduce Leah in this flashback?
There's a lot of stuff going on for Daryl going forward, and his relationship with Carol and Connie, and we felt like really under Angela's kind of guidance and direction that this was the time to kind of tell that story. Kind of two lost souls at a very specific place, at a very specific time, kind of coming together, crashing together, and what that means reverberating forward into his present day story that we're kind of rolling out here. It was interesting, I think, for us as writers, and for me just personally as a writer, to kind of dive a little deeper into what he was really going through when he was searching for Rick. We haven't seen a whole lot of that. And he was just on an endless pilgrimage down that river, and it was very lonely. He was very alone, and he chose to be out there, but he was determined to find his brother, his best friend, and he just happened to come upon this person. But Dog was the starting point for that. But the reverberations going forward, I think, for his relationships in the present day are going to be super interesting and cool.
It's a perfect piece of information to connect the puzzle pieces, because all of a sudden Dog now has so much more weight as a character because of his origins and the connection to Leah. And Melissa, before we started shooting, your dog popped up in frame. Your dog is adorable. And then right before we started shooting, just ducked down just like instinctively seemed to duck down out of frame. He definitely seems like, he's right there.
Yeah.
He's sacked out. He's laying behind me.
What was it like having a puppy on set, who I assume...
Yeah, I agree.
I don't remember the puppy's name. I met him so briefly, and it was the day that we wrapped that I finally got to meet the puppy. The puppy dog, 7, is the real dog. I love having the dogs on set.
Oh, there's the doggy.
I almost got to see
Melissa's
Good boy. No, it's so much fun. I love puppies. Puppies, I want puppies.
Me too. I love puppies
in
too.
real life.
Carl.
What?
Carl.
Carl.
That's amazing.
Puppy.
Must have been some real flashbacks. People like, Carl, where did Carl go? Carl disappeared again.
Mhm.
Oh no, that was
Where's
season 3.
Carl?
We have a lot more when we come back with Melissa Lynn and Nicole. Also interviews with executive producers about tonight's episode and an exclusive sneak peek of next week's brand new episode of The Walking Dead. But first, before Daryl sets up camp in a shelter down by the river, say a final farewell to all those we lost tonight.
Okay. This is my favorite part here. Nope, not Rick Walker. Cabin in the Woods Walker. Have a Nightfall Walker. Got a Bolt Walker. The map. Will Daryl ever find peace? Not knowing what happened to Rick or Leah or Connie? Or will he add Carol to the list of those he's lost? Okay. Okay, so what do you think? Should show all kills. That clip would be so badass. Yeah, it would be. Yeah. So yeah, I wish she was on it, but eventually she's not, and we don't know what's gonna happen with her character. We don't know what's going on. So Connie is still with Super Creep. Yeah. Yeah, so let's have a discussion about this. Do you think what do you think Leah's gonna be like when she comes back to the show? Like, I believe she is gonna be an antagonist. I think she's gonna belong to one of these crowds. Like, she has like this tattoo on her arm. But at least tonight's episode was no kissing, no sex scenes. Thank God. Because nobody wants to see that. Well, I'd rather watch paint dry. Yeah, because I can't wait for next week's episode because Robert Patrick is going to be on the episode. I hope the next time we see Connie, she's pregnant with Virgil's baby. He lost his whole family and wants a family, so I hope they are together. Yeah, I like them together. Y'all are welcome for that theory. Yeah, I would like that. But if Leah comes back with a kid, I'm gonna lose. We're all gonna lose our shit, man. It is like, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, like, truthfully, she'll come back, and I think we just take Lee's character as she comes. I truly believe she won't last. I stress we all know Carol and Daryl have the spinoff, not Lee. Yeah, Robert Patrick is an awesome actor. Yeah, I loved him in he did the Terminator 2. He played the villain, and he was remarkable in it. And I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed him. And also, I'm gonna start working out. I'm starting working out tomorrow. Like, tomorrow I have another counseling session with on FaceTime. And then I'm gonna pack and I'm gonna reorganize my closet space because they're crammed up right now. So yeah, right now I'm downsizing my apartment. So yeah, and I got some like new movies. I got 3 more coming and a book that's coming out. Yeah, his Terminator. Yeah, Terminator 2 was the best one. Yeah, and Ride with Norman Reedus is back tonight, so I'm going to watch that after I watch my Bob's Burgers and Family Guy. So I'm going to turn on the. Be with him and come back and flirt around with Daryl. Yeah, so if Leah comes back and Daryl starts a relationship with Carol, I'll bet you Leah's going to turn into one hell of a psycho bitch.
There's always been a lot of speculation and anticipation about Daryl and when is he going to get a relationship. And obviously, there's the very hardcore fans who have always wanted him to be with Carol. I love that they found a way to do it at a time when Daryl was off on his own, was grieving, and met this woman. And it's an interesting relationship that they have, and it's not necessarily a very simple romantic story. I think they're both coming into it with a lot of heavy weight to them of what they've lost, what they're searching for. And I think they find in the moment that they can come together and provide each other with a little bit of comfort. And you definitely see a little bit of a lightening within Daryl as he spends more time with this woman. And it's exciting to see it. Again, we get a little peek at him that we've never really seen before, we've only imagined. And it allows him a freedom that's different than when he's with Carol or when he was with Rick or when he was with Michonne. This is a different side of Daryl.
Welcome back to Talking at Home Edition. That was executive producer Denise Huth on the fascinating dynamic that exists between Daryl and Leah. We're back with Melissa, Lynn, and Nicole. Melissa, were you surprised that Carol already knew a little bit about Leah?
I was when in the Bonds episode in season 10, Carol has a line that sort of became a thing. It was something like you can't just keep her dog forever or something like that. Her dog.
Right.
And
Well,
that's what Carol said, her dog. And so when I asked about her dog, they told me a little bit about what would be coming for Daryl, that he had a past relationship with someone. To what extent, I wasn't really sure. I didn't know until this episode.
So, Lynn, obviously, as you know from your past fandom, are you ready for the fans? And they have some very passionate feelings about whom Daryl should be with.
Ooh, they're so passionate. I love people. I love it. Like, bring it. I think, I don't even really know where all of this goes, but I will say this, like, for a character like Daryl, who has been so singular, so isolated, this is a big leap. I mean, this is a big stretch for people to see what they've seen in this episode. And, that they may need to take a hot minute.
whatever.
I mean, when we were shooting it, breathing. When we were shooting it, he actually looked at me at one point and he was like, "This character has he ever sat down across from a woman in this situation? Like, this situation is so foreign. This is like another planet from what I've done and what this character is." So, and yet, here we are at this, this denouement, right, of this entire series where, don't y'all want it? I mean, don't y'all want to see it? Don't want to see, like, him in an intimate situation, and if it does get triangulated, isn't that even more juicy? So just be gentle with me, people. Be gentle. I'm here to bring the good. Okay?
It's sort of funny, like if you'd been on a television show in the 70s or the 80s, it was was just a totally different time. But now, like, you know, you realize, like, no, I'm a part of the fandom. I understand.
Well, the other thing about this entire situation that we're in with COVID, we couldn't kiss. There's certain things that we could not do. I mean, could you imagine what we as fans would be doing if that had been lifted and this was like we had full reign? I mean, my God, people are going nuts now. Can you imagine?
Yeah, but it also, I think it also, the way that it was presented, and I didn't know that about the restrictions, so that's a really interesting piece of information. I thought it made it very sweet. Like, it made it very, it had like a very sweet intimacy to it. You know what I mean? Rather than what television would typically do, which is what you're talking about, you know? And so I really thought that was a style choice. I didn't think it was, it didn't even occur to me that that would have been. So it's interesting to see how that plays in. Nicole, anything you want to add to that?
So, full disclosure, I'm not sure we would have had Leah and Daryl kiss in this episode, even if it wasn't COVID. I'm just not sure. Like, Angela and I had a lot of talk. We had a lot of talks within the room about it because the fans are so passionate about him and so protective. And so I was like, I'm good. I'm good if we don't, like, you know, it was just one of those conversations where we went back and forth with it. And I think, you know, but for him and for his character, because he is so, we have literally never seen him do anything like this, as Lynn was saying, ever on the show. And so, you know, I think it the most honest way to portray it is how we did it. Because it goes over a long period of time. It's not like he just jumped into a relationship or jumped into something with her. It's many, many years that he even, before he leaves the fish, it's like a year. It takes him like a year, and then he leaves the fish. So, you know, I think we were going to be really sensitive about how we portrayed it, because we were really sensitive about him and how he's a very, very, very protective, sensitive character who doesn't have experience with these things.
Well, for people at home too, now it's good to know that the timeline for tossing a fish onto someone's doorstep is about a year. You can do that in about a year.
Yeah. About a year. I mean, I would give it a year. It's not a first date kind of thing. No. You need to give that time. Yeah, just you know, like maybe.
So yeah, the fish toss is about a year, I think. Before we go to break, if you want early access to episodes of The Walking Dead and Talking Dead and to see other AMC shows that you enjoy, sign up for AMC Plus at amcplus.com. Coming up, we have an interview with executive producer and showrunner Angela Kang, and later on the sneak peek of next week's brand new episode. We'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry it took a bit too long. Okay, Melissa's talking.
She needs to hunt. We have more people. We need more food. And I think it was projecting a little bit. And I also think, you know, there was this
She does?
recurring theme of, you know, you don't know when to give up. There was a lot of mirroring going on.
Hey Zainab, how you doing?
Yeah.
You're right. They do go off alone a lot. The two of them a lot.
Mhm.
Actually, it's, now that you say it in that context.
So
it's
Zainab, what do you
history
think?
of just
What do you think is going to happen to Leah in season 11?
I think she wanted to be, she wants to be with him. But I think what happened on the porch was a lot of emotional projection.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. And she says, this isn't about Leah. This isn't about Connie. This isn't about Rick. What's going on?
Liz,
Yeah.
What about the scene where Daryl and Leah are hiding from the walkers?
For me, it was the first time that I had seen the walkers, you know, totally
Mhm.
fangirled out on that. I was like, couldn't believe it, how absolutely terrifying they looked.
Mhm.
And yet Norman, like at one point, he was like, hey, Lynn, watch this. And he started dancing, and then they all started dancing. And I was like, this is so surreal.
Mhm.
God. But I think
Uh-huh.
it's not, the most important thing was not really as they were hiding with each other and having to be so close to each other. It was how they each reacted after the fact. You know, after this weird sort of forced intimacy, physical intimacy happened, ultimately she saves him and yet he rejects her. And so the choice, I thought, Nicole, such an amazing choice that this is where she reveals her name.
Mhm.
Because he's rejected her. She went out to save him, saved him successfully, and he's like, stay the F away, basically.
Oh God.
And then she's like, by the way, the thing that you wanted most from me was to know who I am. Here's who I am. Here's my name. And bye. Right. So complex.
And on the theme of saving Daryl, he just has the worst time with that damn map this episode. He loses one in a rainstorm.
Oh yeah.
And the map just does not, the map is, and then there's this really great Carol moment where she sees it on the ground and picks it up. And my first thought was, oh man, she's going to go rogue again. She's going to go. And then they're being playful with each other. And then without him realizing it, she just stuffs it in his backpack. And it was such a simple moment, but like, God, they're just so close. They're so, and she's saving him. She's helping him out here. He doesn't even realize it,
Mhm.
Was that a fun, playful moment to shoot on the motorcycle?
Yes,
Mhm.
it's always fun to be on the motorcycle.
Yeah. Oh.
And I like that aspect of Daryl and Carol so much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The playfulness, the fun,
Yeah.
the ribbing back and forth.
Mhm.
Well, she could have harassed him about it and gone, "Hey, genius, so you don't want the map anymore? You good without the map?" But it was just like a special, it was just something she did for him, and he never didn't even know it. You know?
It shows
She knows how much
unconditional
love
love.
he's had.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just have a short. I mean, these two people kind of. There's no words there sometimes. Like she knows what he's thinking, I think, and vice versa. Like there is an understanding between them that's so deep.
Mhm.
They truly get each other on a whole other level. So
Mhm.
she knew better than to say anything. She's just gonna put that in his backpack,
Mhm.
and get on the bike.
Mhm.
Nicole, I'm curious, what was the inspiration for with the story for Carol's very special, strong right foot?
Yeah.
What was that? I was curious because I had foot surgery on my right foot.
Mhm.
You did?
3 years ago.
Mhm.
Yes, I did.
Oh my God, that's so weird.
Mhm.
And I thought, and it
She
was like,
does.
That's a weird mind meld.
Yeah, it's not until it was so strong. And then I was thinking, I walk weird. Is there something coming forward that I need to know about my right foot? Or
That's so weird. I did not even know that. It was before I was on the show. That's funny.
it's so
moment really was just me trying to think of, her childhood, and she didn't really come from a lot. From what we know, she probably didn't have a lot of money growing up, and there's maybe multi generations living in her home, and she may have had a really strong bond with her grandmother, and it was just this moment that she shared with him.
She is beautiful.
These kind of childhood or early moments because we're so deep into the show. And we're so deep into the apocalypse that they literally know everything about each other at this point, so there's nothing new for them. But I thought it was kind of an interesting, fun way for her to not directly say, "Hey, do you need help kickstarting that bike of yours? Let me tell you a story," because she wouldn't say that. She wouldn't just go right at, because she, again,
I'll do it.
yeah, I will do it.
Well, coming up, we have some inside info on tonight's episode that you can't get anywhere else, and then later, an exclusive sneak peek of next week's episode. But first, make sure to follow TWD Universe on Twitch. They are live up to 5 days a week, chatting with cast, playing games with guests, and they're always interacting with the fans. So please make sure to check that out. We will be right back on Talking Dead.
Did they show the Norman interview yet? Okay, I'm going to read something on some things on Tumblr, like find me bits and pieces. This is what I think. Number 1, I enjoyed the episode. Crazy, I know. It's from Just Add Snark. 2, does Carol recognize Daryl's handwriting? I guess she must have to put 2 and 2 together so quickly. Number 3, I'm still unclear on what Carol did and didn't know. She knew Lee existed, but not where she lived or that Daryl left her a note. So what did she think happened? It just ended and Daryl and Lee went on their merry ways? Number 4, Lee is the most overt mix of Daryl and Carol that possibly could be. Bad family life before the ZA, but discovered a found family that gave her hope and purpose, Daryl. Grieving adopted mama that had to get away after her loss, Carol. And for a fun bonus, flip Daryl and Carol and the parallels still apply, minus the adoptive mama bit. We get it. TPTB. And if you didn't get it, they made sure to hit us over the head with the endless scene and line parallels. 5, the cinematography in this episode was stunning. Number 6, Daryl is not a loner, which I and others have touched on. And during this episode, he was truly alone for the first time in 10 years. But I can't remember the exact line at some point. It seemed he was over being in the woods. Hello, Daryl's deep-seated fear of being alone. After being out there so long, it's clear he needed something other than the woods and a map. But he was unable to go back to Alexandria or the kingdom. Alexandria was where Michonne and the kids were, a reminder of his lost brother. Kingdom was where Carol, King, Ezekiel, and Henry were, a reminder of another lost something. So he stayed in the woods, connected with another loner, and had the best of both worlds. Distance from the losses that hurt him, but with someone enough that it satisfies his need to be loved and belong. Number 7, Leah's not a loner either, and I'm down with the Leah as a Reaper's theory. As others have pointed out, she had a group, a squad, left because of her grief and self-isolated. It didn't seem to be a natural inclination to be alone, as much it was a coping mechanism. Sounds familiar? Even if she was disappointed that Daryl didn't give her an answer to her challenge about where he belongs. I don't think she would pack up and disappear because of that. Number 8, all the jokes about Daryl throwing fish and Nobody. Nobody is going to clown that cheesy as hell slow-mo sex scene. You know how you learn to make edits and you start throwing in a bunch of effects and transitions because you want to be edgy and intense. And you go back to a few years and think, this looks so basic. Yeah. And number 9, so the time frame between Leah telling Daryl to choose, Carol visiting, and then him going back was a few days. Leah tells him to choose at night. He meets Carol. We see him in his tent outfit after the Carol scene, and then it's off again where he decides to go back. After his conversation with Leah, he talks to Carol, goes searching for Rick as originally planned, and then decides to go back with Leah. Interesting. Mhm. 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 I don't know. Well, 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 well. We know who your heart lies with, Daryl. It's with Carol. Get it? Wake up. Okay.
Welcome back to Talking Dead Home Edition. We are back with Melissa and Lynn and Nicole. Melissa, what went into the moment where Carol spears a fish on the first try?
Oh, that was fun. That was a lot of props went into that. That was a cute scene, and it was fun to shoot. And it was well, you spear. They took multiple shots of the spear going in without a fish, and then I put a fish on the spear and put it in the water and pull it out, jab it and then pull it out. It was fun. It was kind of gross too, but it was fun.
Mhm.
And I like the way it mirrored when he and Leah go spearfishing.
Mhm.
Right, and so that's an interesting point too, because Nicole, the parallels between Leah and Carol in this episode. Can you talk about them? Are there more that we missed, or how?
To leave Leah wasn't a hard one for him, so it says a lot about where his heart was at. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I was trying to just like show that these two stories are kind of talking to each other a little bit, but there's a perception thing. So we're actually in Daryl's point of view because he's retelling Carol the story. So some of what you're seeing is, colored by this is his perception. But I think that they're very, very, very different people, very different, Leah and Carol are extreme, very different characters and human beings, but there's some qualities that they do share that he recognizes. Not the relation, there's no comparison between what that relationship was and what this one is today in the present has been for many years, but I think that, we talked a little bit about if Carol and Leah were ever to meet, they probably would maybe not be friends, but they would recognize something in each other because they've both been through so much. They're both mothers who lost, and, they're just badasses, basically.
We actually have a question about that very thing from Cammie on Twitter who wants to know, Lynn, do you think Carol and Leah would get along?
I mean, I just want us to do one thing really quickly. Can you just look at Melissa and my, the necklaces happening here and look at Melissa,
Mhm.
did I call you or anything? Did we say what are you going to wear?
The parallels
And we
spill over.
I mean, look, I don't even know how to answer this question.
Like, do you think Carol and Leah will ever be friends?
Melissa, I think you are an exquisite actress, and so
I don't think so.
I can only hope that Leah, that those characters would. Maybe someday we'll see. I don't know. I hope so too.
Normally, the production schedule in the before quarantine, y'all would shoot in the dead heat of summer. So Melissa, was it easier to wear those wigs in cooler temperatures?
No, it was really cold when we were shooting, and there was a scene by the river where she's meeting him in a flashback and throws the knapsack across. It was so cold that morning when we were shooting, and I had a hot cocoa that morning. I had a hot cocoa in the woods by the river, and it was so wonderful. I had a hot cocoa.
You can't do that in the heat of summer.
And then
That's true. Nothing hot, literally.
I threw the knapsack into the river. I was supposed to throw it across to him, of course. They did some more fancy camera angles, but I couldn't throw it all. It just didn't have enough weight to have the velocity to make it work. But it made it work.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. And it's cold too. It's cold outside. It's television. You don't actually have to throw it across the river. It doesn't matter. Coming up, we have an exclusive sneak peek of next week's episode of The Walking Dead. But first, are you ready to go inside the dead? Here's some inside info from tonight's episode that you cannot get anywhere else. Please enjoy.
Inside the Dead. Okay, here we go. The script notes that dog's official breed is a Belgian Malinois, which is a type of herding dog. They descend from the same family as German Shepherds and are commonly trained as police and military canines. Many actors on the show have a stand-in who helps with bucking and technical rehearsals. Okay. Dog is no exception. The only difference is that his stand-in is actually a stuffed animal. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Fear the Walking Dead. Mm-hmm.
It all starts with an invitation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so eventually, like, I have a feeling something's up with Leah. Like, I know for a fact. Like, mhm. Yep. Mhm. Yeah, Leah. Yeah. Oh my God, could Daryl act more stupid over a random chick he just met? What the fuck? Leah, go away. Mhm. 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 Oh boy. Mhm. Mhm. I want to know what Yvette Nicole Brown is thinking right now because I really don't want Leah to come back. We don't need that dimension since we know Connie is alive and around. That is enough of a triangle. We don't need more nonsense. Amen. Mhm. 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 Leah can come back in but one condition. She's in walker form. Amen. Yep. I'm going to check out Yvette Nicole Brown's page. Mhm. Mhm. So far, like, nothing yet, but eventually we will. Yeah, because Yvette Nicole Brown really, she's a hard Carol shipper. Mhm. 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 Okay. Oh, here we go. We're back.
Could have taken the red pill and maybe lived happily ever after, or he could have taken the blue pill and left it behind but not had any guilt behind it. But instead, he kind of balances both the red pill and the blue pill, and he's like, I don't know what to do. I've never learned which pill to take. I don't know where I belong. Do I belong out looking for rich? Do I belong here? Am I allowed to be happy? Am I allowed to have nice things? Am I allowed to be loved, and he doesn't know what to do, and it's kind of heartbreaking. She's like, I'm offering you this. Can you accept it? And he just can't take anything. He doesn't know. He never learned. I always saw it as he was given the opportunity to have a relationship in the woods, and he couldn't, which is super depressing.
I agree. Well, he already made his choice. He chose his family. If he wanted to be with Lee, he could have gone out and searched for her.
And Norman when Daryl and Leah first meet.
So heavy, big arm. And the stunt guy had to come in and be like, Lynn, you don't know how to throw. I was like, no, I don't know what to do. So eventually we got it where the only way I could do it is if I was also making this crazy noise. It just helped me do it. So that's, I think, what we see is that I'm like, it just helped. It was not easy. Whatever it's like.
Oh, that's your
Whatever
voice.
it takes.
That's your voice when the thing comes. That's you yelling or screaming when it comes through. That's you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's just like,
I actually thought that they that in there. I was like, whose voice is that? When the thing flies in. It's you. Just run like, ugh. That's hilarious.
so heavy. It's really heavy. I think it. I think it just adds to her.
Dead weight.
Yeah. Yes, Melissa. Yes.
Right, well done.
And she's getting rid of it. Oh, it's so meta. It's so meta.
Dead weight.
Getting rid of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Melissa, just going back for a second to the previous episode, I'm really curious to hear what your reaction was to Carol telling Maggie that she was the one who let Negan out. And also, because I had asked Lauren about, like, it was amazing that Maggie was actually surprisingly okay with it, with that nugget of it, not the Negan situation, but just that of Carol coming clean to her like that.
Yeah, I liked it that Carol just went forward and was accountable for what happened. And it was this really wonderful conversation between two apocalyptic.
Brian, we need some fresh walkers. They all look a tad crusty now. Oh, good one.
I think it was wonderful that she understood.
She is a Melissa McBride fan, yeah.
That she understood. She's been called to do horrible things, and yeah, I liked how that.
Did
was
she
fun,
name-
because could've
She did a ship name. It's Kaylee.
And Carol would have taken it. Right? I'm sure Carol would have just said, "Go ahead." No, I love that scene.
Now I am very happy to welcome a fan to the show. Joining us virtually is Jamie from Tucson. Jamie from Tucson. Welcome to Talking Dead. I've been to Tucson many times. I love Tucson. How are you?
Yay, I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Who's your question for? What is your question?
My question is for Lynn. If Daryl would have shown up at Leah's cabin with a boombox above his head, what song do you think that he'd play for her?
You mean John Cusack can say anything style? Like
Yeah.
box above the head?
Yeah.
This song by Magic, Rude.
Rude.
We will Google it after. Everybody's looking. Google it so much, everyone.
Jamie, what do you think the song would be?
I would have to go with Little Guns N' Roses, November Rain.
Oh, such a good choice.
Oh.
Such a good choice. I was going to go with some from the Frozen soundtrack, but I don't know. Guns N' Roses is a pretty good choice.
Oh, what about the sound? What about Don't Walk Away?
Circle blanket. It has a Daryl Wings pattern on it, and super cozy on the back. Oh, and guess what, Jamie? Because you asked such a great question, you're really nice. You are going to get one of these for free just for being on the show. So thank you so much. We're going to send your.
Are you getting to do a song? See, one of the songs from Xanadu.
I'm just going to be cozy. It's winter by now. You know what? It's like 60 degrees in LA. That's winter for us. Coming up, the exclusive sneak peek of next week's episode of The Walking Dead. We'll be right back.
Yep. I'm not cutting any slack. Xanadu. Yeah, Kelly Kearney at Little Misanthropy says Carol was on a suicidal mission to kill Alpha while she chased her into the cave. Daryl followed her and the rest followed him. So why Carol is to blame for Connie? She didn't force him or anyone. She to follow her into that trap. Mhm. 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 Don Glenn says Carol is the only one visiting Daryl in his place through all these years. Everyone else carries on with their lives, but Carol allows him the space to do what he needs to do, but lets him know she wants him back. Brilliant. Carol Riedel at Ninewood says, just want you to know Norman Reedus how much I enjoyed Find Me. Your acting was perfect. You showed us everything Daryl was feeling and then some. Thank you so much for all the hard work. Never stop being you. Goldie Jen says, let's say if Connie's disappearance is a big deal, what about Tara and Enid's death? They are team family, fighting and building the new life for Alexandria and Hilltop. Why nobody care about this? I agree. Don Glenn, if it weren't for Ezekiel and Henry, things would be different. Very different. You said it, girl. Emma says, Mel saying she wants to be with him. About Carol with Daryl. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Abraham Ford, a parody, says, in all honesty, the announcement of the Daryl and Carol spinoffs kills the thought of them never reconciling after that gut-wrenching fight. Oh, boy. Don't listen to it. Ethan says, I love Norman and Melissa's chemistry. When you put two powerhouse actors together, you get great TV. Yeah. Zainab, I'm going to read one from you. I ship Carol. I ship Carol. I love Carol. I love Daryl. I love Negan. All I care about. Yay, good one, Zainab. The Walking Jen says, hear me out. Whole episode could have just been Daryl out there all that time looking for Rick, how he met Doug randomly in the woods, kept finding Doug again, and how he and Doug just came to be buddies. I didn't really need the whole Leah stuff again. Why do they think we need the love stories? Thank you. Ship the Thing says, so Kane confirmed that the only reason Daryl was with Leah is because Carol was off with Ezekiel and he was lonely. Amen to that. All right, next week's episode. All right, Robert Patrick. All right. Yeah, Samantha, you said, yeah, I must have forgot the scene with Carol having Connie and the others at gunpoint, forcing them into the cave. They chose to be in that cave. Connie is the type of character that makes her own choice.
Here it is.
All right, next week's episode.
Aaron?
Mhm. Gabriel. Oh no. Who the hell is that? Who are you? Who the hell are you?
I said, what were you cooking?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Robert Patrick. Welcome to the show.
or I wasn't. It was good.
All right, Robert Patrick. Woo! Hello.
Robert Patrick, he's in. I knew it. I mean, I knew it because they've been posting on the Instagrams that he's going to be on the show. But now we know for sure, Nicole, that he is definitely on the show. We just saw him.
Yep, it's next week.
Definitely on the show.
God's Girl. Yeah, this episode just proved that Carol is endgame to me. Caitlin, what do you think? I agree with you, Haley.
That's a great one.
Mhm.
That is a good one.
Melissa, as we're winding this down, will we see more of Daryl and Carol together in the extended 10th season?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yeah. Yes, you will.
Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
One way or another.
Lynn, can you say anything about what happened to Leah? Can you allude to anything, or am I just asking you an unanswerable question?
I mean, we all just have to keep watching, right? That's all we can do.
That's really,
all we can do.
that's a really good
Mhm.
answer. That's all we can do as fans, huh?
Yeah, watch.
You're absolutely right.
This is not in our control.
I have to ask you this though, Lynn. Because you came from a fan of the show to being on the show, and because I'm just asking you a question that you can't answer, are you used to this kind of like having to shield answers and not be able to talk about story points? And like, does it feel weird, or is it harder than you expected it to be?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm a girl from Texas. I'm all about the TMI. So this is real fun.
Well, I think you navigated it beautifully.
Oh, thanks.
Exactly. Leah was a washed out version of Carol's story. Thank you.
Thank you for being a part of the Walking Dead universe. Thanks to everyone. Thank you for watching Talking Dead Home Edition. My guests have been Melissa McBride. Melissa, I adore you. I'm sorry we can't be on the set, be doing the show in person. Please hug your dog for me. Your dog is the cutest and sweetest. Popped his head up a couple times.
Aw. Hey, Doogie. Oh, Doogie. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So amazing. So thank you, Melissa, Lynn Collins, and of course, Nicole Morante Matthews. Beautifully written episode. Thank you so much for being here. Next week, we're going to be joined by Seth Gilliam, Ross Marquand, and Robert Patrick, who plays the newcomer Maze.
Wow.
Stay safe. Take care of each other. I'm Chris Hardwick. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Okay, well, that is it for our episode of The Walking Dead season 10, episode 18, titled "Find Me." We really got through that episode. It wasn't as bad as we think it is, but this is a Daryl and Carol storyline. Leah is just so we still have hope, Daryl and Carol fans. We still have hope. Yeah, me too. And thank you for joining us as we discuss the episode on Talking Dead with Daryl, Carol, and Leah things. So we'll have to wait and see. Love you too, guys. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to be happening next. So join me next week for next week's Walking Dead, a live video stream. It'll be the third one of our bonus episodes. It's season 10, episode 19, entitled "One More." And Robert Patrick is joining the cast, and I look forward to him joining. And the next time I'm going to do an open discussion, I'm going to do do one from Diverged. So we'll see another Daryl and Carol storyline here. So eventually, if you have any questions, please feel free to subscribe or comment on or give me a thumbs up on my channel. But please do be respectful. So this is me once again, Rush Dead Dixon Vixen, saying good night and God bless.